finally, this is not just a game for raiders, it's also for the defenders, isn't it? The invention and the advent of super tackle. Wow. How does it happen? When does it happen? When you have 3 or less number of defenders available on court and they are able to pin down the raider, you earn not 1 but 2 points, and that is called a super tackle.
You talk about a Jiva, not in action for a long time. There comes the juggernaut super tackle.
And when Jiva Kumar puts in a challenge like that.
And comes a deep cover with a dash. Oh, brilliant goal.
Once again the super tackle. Once again it's Nilesh Shinde combining with Sachin Sabit.
Sandeep Karwal there. Tackled the decisive one. Took him out.
Yes, he has. That is an outstanding raid. That is a super raid. A super raid.
A super raid is when a raider scores 3 or more points. In Season 1, there were 76 super raids scored. 3 shot in Season 2 saw a total of 73 super raids. And in the Super Raid Hall of Fame, Dabang Delhi's Kashiling Arke has an impressive 10 super raids to his credit, while Anup Kumar and Sandeep Narwal are not too far behind with 9 each.
Yes, he has. That is an outstanding raid. That is a super raid.
Sandeep Narwal, he's got to do something. Again tries to get Pahal, not successful. 35-19. We're into the 32nd minute of the game. Empty raid.
The do or die raid is actually the third empty raid. If you had 2 empty raids before, then you cannot afford to have another empty raid, and that is when it becomes a do or die raid.
Now they're caught in a do or die raid. Deepak Narwal. Yes, he has got that successful. It will be Shrikant Tewatia going off.
The defense will not take any chances. If you are ready to take a panga, take it. Because if you do, you survive. If you don't, you die. That's the reason we call it the do or the die.
He is the king of the do or die raids. And that is why. That is exactly why. The escape artist, Sukesh Hegde, has continued to march his way to the midline in super raids. That is Ajay Thakur at his best. He has got a 5-point raid. He's wiped out the Telugu Titans, and that is the all-out.
Life may or may not give you a second chance, but the game of Kabaddi does. When you inflict an all-out is when you wipe out all the players from the opposition, send them on the bench. They get a second chance to come back. The opponents get 2 extra points for that.
With 4 points in his last 5 raids. He's seen this before. He's seen the three-man. Across the line. That is it. He's scored there. Is it an all-out?
So that second chance is a golden opportunity because they can start afresh.
Sunil, there he comes. But Rahul is so strong. Oh, it's a tussle going on. It's 1 falls.
Rahul Chaudhary has wiped out the Patna Pirates in that single raid. Jasveer Singh. Again, the smirk on the face of Jasveer as he goes back to his own half.
Manjeet Chillar has picked up 3 raid points so far. No defense points for him so far. But really, he wouldn't be worried so early.
You don't necessarily have to make or get points out of a raid. There are times when you go, you analyze the situation, cross the box line, make it legitimate, and come back. That is what is called an empty raid. That benefits your team great deal.
Now, as the clock ticks away, this is going to be a very interesting move here. And the Bulls will try and play very smart from here on.
We've seen Anup Kumar banking on that, thriving on that, winning you Mumbai the trophy based on the empty raids. Jasveer Singh, 21 empty raids in 1 match. The crowd booing for you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you need to sacrifice the battle in order to win the war. So the value of empty raid was of so much of greater significance in Season 2.
Make that 6 because the Badshah of bonus has picked up a bonus.
The bonus line is active when there are 6 or 7 defenders on court. This line becomes very important in a game because it pretty much gives you a free point sometimes. You don't have to look for a touch, and even in a do or die raid, you could just come in, look for a bonus point in a little gap between the defenders, get the bonus and head across to the midline again.
Brilliant from Kashi, absolutely brilliant. Now what that does is a bonus point will always get you a point, no doubt.
But the crucial element is that the forefoot, when it's over the bonus line, the trailing foot has to be up in the air, and that is something that the umpires have a keen eye on. So make sure that forefoot is over the line, and then that trailing foot is up in the air just when you're doing it as well.
He gets the bonus point, Wazir Singh.
Anup Kumar is a genius with it. There's a few others. Wazir Singh as well is a bonus points expert. Look out for these two in season 3 of Pro Kabaddi. The covers for me are perhaps the most interesting defenders. You know them from a mile away. They're stockily built, they're short, they're strong, and they've just got the balance like an absolute rock.
Rajguru was too quick for it, and immediately Kishnu came in support and pulled it back.
You know, when you take a shot off this beautiful pendulum swinging defense, you'll see both the covers on either side of that central raider, the key man in that squad. And when you see their job of protecting that raider, you'll see how integral that job is. But you'll see them also letting go of the chain on exact cue. That precision of letting go of the chain with that timing to put in a strong block is exactly what is essential from a good defender in that cover position. Low center of gravity, they go in low with the block, and that's exactly what stops raiders in their tracks and makes it so very difficult to find the midline.
Somveer Shekhar with a brilliant knee hold, and he does that single-handedly. The solo tackle from Somveer Shekhar.
The corners are perhaps the most important men in the defensive unit of any side in Pro Kabaddi. The two men on the far side of either defensive units really have the biggest job to do. What you'll see with each corner is you'll see each of them just coming around a bit more when the defensive unit pulls a raider deeper into their half. But the skill that you want to see from a corner is that incredible ankle hold. You know, you see that from men on the left and the right corner. Someone like Surendra Nara on the left, he's made it his very own. The Hawk, Ravinder Pahal on the right corner. That left and right corner position is all about timing and precision. You don't have too much time to play with, but when you see perhaps the Raiders' feet come together, you know you've got a chance to put in a diving ankle hold. When you see the foot over the bonus line, you know that's your spot to just dive in and get that ankle hold. And it's the best in the business that do it time and time again with consistency, and that's what makes them so very special.
As you can see right there, Mohit Chilla, the diving ankle hold, again from Mohit on the right corner. And this is extraordinary stuff, stupendous work from the right corner.
कबड्डी एक ऐसा खेल है कि जिसमें प्लेयर एक बार आउट होने के बाद वापस ग्राउंड में आ सकता है, रिवाइव हो सकता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड रिवाइवल ऑफ अ प्लेयर हु हैज बीन आउट फॉर सम टाइम.
He thinks he's got a touch. He's claiming, yes, he's got one. So Bulls will revive one man. Who's it going to be? Is it Somveer Shekhar? I believe so.
अब सवाल यह है कि ये रिवाइवल होगा कैसे. अगर अपोनेंट टीम का कोई भी प्लेयर किसी भी वजह से आउट होकर ग्राउंड के बाहर जाता है, तो मेरे टीम का अगर कोई प्लेयर आउट है पहले से ही, वो रिवाइव होगा और अंदर आएगा. अगर एक से ज़्यादा प्लेयर आउट है तो एक से ज़्यादा प्लेयर रिवाइव होंगे, और इसमें सीक्वेंस होगा. जो पहले आउट हुआ है वो पहले रिवाइव होगा. सेम वे अगर मेरे कोई प्लेयर आउट होके बाहर जाते हैं तो अपोनेंट टीम के प्लेयर्स अंदर आ जाएंगे.
He's got the touch and he brings about a revival, and who is it? His captain.
मैच के किसी भी क्षण में अगर आपको रिवाइवल मिलता है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि उसके ऊपर आप मैच खड़ी कर रहे हो. क्रंच सिचुएशन में अगर तुम्हारा कोई इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर बाहर हो, रिलायबल प्लेयर बाहर हो, और उस टाइम पे अगर आप किसी तरह से रिवाइवल ले सकते हो उस प्लेयर के लिए, तो वो मैच में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो टर्निंग पॉइंट होता है.
That's an example of it. They pick up 2 points through Sandeep Kandola, and he's brought about 2 key revivals because they were on the verge of another all-out.
represent by Yunuma.
बैंगलोर बुल्स का रेफरल है।
रिव्यू लेने का डिसीजन कैप्टन का होता है, इंस्टेंटली लेना पड़ता है और बहुत सोच समझ के लेना पड़ता है।
रेडर के पैर बाहर है, पहले टच करने से पहले रेडर के पैर बाहर।
उनको अगर लगता है कि ये डिसीजन हमें मंजूर नहीं है, ये शायद हमारे फेवर में आना चाहिए था, लेकिन रेफरी ने मिस जज किया है उसको, तो वो थर्ड अंपायर को रिव्यू मांग सकते हैं।
दिस विल बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग रिव्यू।
उसको टच दिया है और प्लेयर को टच नहीं।
Well, Delhi have got it right.
अगर आपका रिव्यू सक्सेस हुआ तो अब ऑप्शन आपको ओपन है, आप और एक रिव्यू ले सकते हैं। जब तक आपका रिव्यू सक्सेसफुल होते जाएगा तब तक आप रिव्यू ले सकते हैं, लेकिन एक बार अगर आपका रिव्यू डिनाई किया गया या रिजेक्ट किया थर्ड अंपायर ने, तो वहीं पे आपका कोटा खत्म है।
And I think Manjeet Chilla, though we are not certain, this is what we feel, just might have lost his review.
I think so as well.
सक्सेसफुल।
आप सबको डेफिनेटली याद होगा फाइनल मैच सीजन 2 फर्स्ट रेड में मंजीत ने रिव्यू लिया, रिव्यू डिनाई हुआ, रिव्यू रिजेक्ट हुआ और पूरी मैच उनको ऐसे मौके आए थे कि जहां पर उनके फेवर में डिसीजन जा सकता था अगर उनको रिव्यू का ऑप्शन ओपन होता था।
Oh, early referral.
Now Manjeet does not have a great history with the referrals, mind you, so it's going to be very interesting. Mr. Yadav straight away into action.
रेफरल बंगलौर बुल्स। रेफरल अनसक्सेसफुल।
Referral unsuccessful. And the Bengaluru Bulls have lost their only referral that they had.
तो रिव्यू कब लेना ये भी उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। अगर आपको डाउट है, अपने प्लेयर को कॉन्फिडेंस है, तो बात करके उसके ऊपर चर्चा करके डिसीजन लिया जा सकता है या अपील की जा सकती है। लेकिन अगर आपको बिल्कुल कंफर्म नहीं है तो आप वेस्ट कर रहे हो आपका ऑप्शन। तो बहुत सोच समझ के रिव्यू का ऑप्शन लेना चाहिए।
They've done this time and time again. You have to learn, Manjeet.
रेडर का ऑप्शन है कहीं से भी रेड शुरू कर सकता है, बीच से कर सकता है। अगर राइट से रेड शुरू करता है अपने राइट से तो राइट रेडर हो गया। अनूप कुमार है, अजय ठाकुर है, विशांग देवाडिगा है, काशिलिंग अड़के राइट रेडर्स है जो अपनी रेड राइट से शुरू करते हैं। एग्जैक्टली सेम वे अगर मैं लेफ्ट से रेड शुरू करता हूँ तो मैं लेफ्ट रेडर हो गया। शब्बीर बापू, राकेश कुमार, दीपक हुडा बड़े लेफ्ट रेडर थे। इनके बावजूद कई रेडर ऐसे हैं कि वो बोथ साइड रेड करते हैं, मतलब उनका बोथ साइड स्ट्रांग होता है, लेफ्ट साइड भी स्ट्रांग है, राइट साइड भी स्ट्रांग है, कहीं से भी अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं, कहीं से भी अटैक कर सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल राहुल चौधरी, इससे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल हो ही नहीं सकता। संदीप नरवाल दोनों साइड से उतनी ही कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ, उतनी ही अथॉरिटी के साथ रेड कर सकते हैं, दोनों साइड से वो पॉइंट स्कोर कर रहे हैं, दोनों साइड से बोनस कर सकते हैं। ये है लेफ्ट रेडर, राइट रेडर या बोथ साइड रेडर।